Alright, for number 38, we are going to first multiply these two polynomial rational expressions together. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is to factor x squared minus 4 and the other polynomials as well. So x squared minus 4 is actually a pattern of a difference of squares. So I know that I'm going to have two binomials. One is going to be an x plus, the other is going to be an x minus. And since the square root of 4 is 2, I'm going to have x plus 2 and x minus 2. The bottom polynomial, I'm looking for two numbers that when I multiply I get negative 10 and when I add I get negative 3. So what are two numbers that I multiply to get negative 10 and add to get negative 3? Those two numbers are going to be 5 and 2, and the 5 is going to be negative since the 3 is also negative. So it's going to be x minus 5 and x plus 2. Then x squared minus 25 is also a difference of squares. So it's going to be x plus 5 and x minus 5. And then the x minus 2 stays as is on the bottom. So as you can see, I can now do some cross-canceling before I multiply. You notice x minus 2 and x minus 2? So you can cross those out. X plus 2 is on the top here and the bottom here, so they can cancel out. And then x minus 5 is both on the top here and the bottom here, so I can cross those out. So the only thing I'm really left with is x plus 5. There's nothing on the bottom except for 1, which I don't really need to write, so x plus 5 is my final answer. For division, I still have to factor. So I'm going to first factor. So 6 over two numbers that when I multiply I get negative 15 and add to get negative 2 are 5 and 3. And since the 2 is also negative, the bigger number is negative on the bottom here. So it's going to be x minus 5 and x plus 3. The division I'm going to change to multiplication and flip the second, just like I would divide two fractions. And now I can cross cancel. So x minus 5, x minus 5. The x plus 3 has nothing to cancel with, so I know that's going to be on the bottom over here. And now the 6 and 12 can also be reduced. So 6 goes into 6 one time, and 6 goes into 12 two times, and therefore I'm also left with a 2 on the bottom. Nothing's left on top except for a 1. So therefore I'm just left with 1 over 2 times x plus 3 for my answer.